I'm on early and I'll wait till people come on, but I don't know if anyone will. I'll be watching. Hi to the one person at the minute. I've come on a little bit early, so I'm just waiting, sniffing some incense. I'm going to burn in a minute. If a few come on, I'll ask you which one I should put in. It's nearly 7. I don't even mind if nobody comes on because I just feel like weeing myself every time I go live because I get dead nervous. And if no one comes on, I can just talk to myself like I normally would anyway, so it still gets filmed, so I'm not bothered if nobody does. But obviously I'm just going to wait till it's 6:58. I said 7, so we'll see. But like I said, it'll be filmed anyway, and it's easier to put when it goes live. It goes straight up instead of sometimes it takes ages to go up on here. Oh. Dragon's blood. I love dragon's blood. It smells quite nice. Just going to wait till at least a couple of people, maybe 3 people come on before I start chatting. Otherwise I'll just start and just have to... I don't know who's there. I can see there's one person. I don't know who it is. Phew. Got me tea. It won't be a dead long one tonight anyway, because I haven't had my tea yet, neither has my eldest son. Finn's not here today, so I've got to put that on. I keep seeing one person come on and disappear, but I don't know who it is anyway. Oh, the comment. See, I don't even know if the comments are on, because no one said anything, so I don't know. I'll give it a few minutes after 7 anyway, wait for a few people to come on. I might have to move the time in the end, I don't know, but like I said, it gets recorded anyway, so it goes up anyway. I'll just sit and have a brew a minute till I see any numbers go up. If it gets to 7:05 and nobody has, I'll just carry on like usual. Is there anybody there? 2 people. Don't know who you are though. Say hi because I'll have to see if my chat's working. Oh, is that it there? Oh. Somebody say hi. I can't see my chat. Chat. Show live chat messages. Nobody's talking yet, so I don't know. Somebody say hi. Been on for nearly 5 minutes. Came on a little bit earlier. Is my chat on? Obviously not. Oh, it is on. Oh, I hate going live. I don't hate it. Just like sitting about waiting, isn't it, if someone comes on. But well, normally you just film. What time is it? It must be 7 now. Oh, 1 minute past 7, so I'm just going to wait a few minutes more. I should be able to tell everyone again because I think people forget. But it's because I don't want to start talking and then repeat myself when people start jumping on. So I'll just give it a couple more minutes. Yeah. Can't see anyone watching. Right, I'm going to pick some incense to burn. I've got rose. I think I had that last week. I've got vanilla, which is quite nice. I'm going to choose one. No one's on to choose one, so I'm going to choose one myself. Enlightenment. I do like dragon's blood actually, which one's this one? I'm going to do the dragon's blood because I had strawberry, imagination, and a couple more, but I think I'll choose the dragon's blood. It smells really nice, this. I know a lot of people like this one. Wish we had smell-o-vision. I'm going to like this. And then I'm going to start talking whether anyone's here or not. Because like I said, it'll record anyway. And if it's saying there's nobody there, if there is, say hi because I don't know. Can't see chat. So it's Happy Soul Sunday and I've just come to tell you what I've been doing this week that has made my soul feel happy, because this is what this channel's about. That's what I've decided. And that's why you should write a journal. I've wrote bullet points down there because I write things down and then don't look at it, but I've got to try and write bullet points down because I do forget things. But I was thinking, I go on about journaling, which I wrote this somewhere in the middle of this, shouldn't even be starting with this, but if you can't do it every day, maybe do it weekly. Oh, hi Sarah, Sarah's on. See, you've said hi, but it doesn't say anybody's watching. So how's that working out? Sarah's just said hi, but it says nobody's watching. So that's a bit weird. If anyone else is there as well, can you say hi as well? Because as far as I know, it says nobody's watching at the minute, but I'm just going to carry on. If you want to start getting into gratitude journaling, but you're finding it difficult to do it daily, do it weekly by thinking about only the good things that have happened in the week. Do not concentrate on the negative things. Daft things like, I fell off my diet / eating thing this weekend, not in the week, just this weekend, but I'm not bothered. Start again tomorrow. And I thought, it was only really for a full day, so I've got, 6 more days to be good on it. So don't beat yourself up about stuff like that, but don't focus on if you fell off on your diet or something for a day, because you can get a day back anyway of eating healthily. But anything, don't concentrate on the negatives. Concentrate on put your energy into the positives. So you could write maybe just, if you're saying you've not got enough time, you have got enough time to write in a daily journal if it's just a minute in the morning, one thing. But if you can't get into that, try doing it at the weekend, where when you've got a bit of time when the kids are in bed, if you've got kids, even before you go to bed, just write down what things you enjoyed in the week or what things made you happy. They don't have to be massive things, they can be tiny little things. So let me see what I've wrote down. I'll try and follow what I've wrote down. I would say, how's everybody's weekend gone? Which you can comment below if this goes up recorded, because like I said, it said nobody's watching. So like I said, if this just happens, and people don't come on at this time, I'm just going to record a Happy Soul Sunday just as I normally do and put it up whenever it goes up on Sunday, because you know, if people can't make it because of different things going on, then there's no point in me going live if I can't chat to anybody. So never mind. So what was I going to say today? Yeah, so that's about journaling. And then what made my soul happy this week was, sounds quite awful actually. Finn went to his nana's, I think it was on the Thursday. She got back on holiday on Wednesday. I did say this in the last video. So she's had him from Thursday to today, and then his dad picked him up. So obviously I've had time, which is, I'm grateful for, because most people don't get that, to go out and about down the country park near me, which I did do with my sister on the Friday, and it was a nice day. And as I was saying the other day, we saw the horses. That's on, I think I did put it on my normal Instagram, not my Soul Creations one. Horses and, you know, the ducks and everything down there. We went in a bit of a forestry bit, which I love because I love trees. I went to collect the pebbles, you know, when I put the, painted the stones and put them in my plants, which are doing really well. These, I was going to say avocados then. These, what are they called? Orchids. If anyone's there, will you please say hi? Because it's just saying nobody's watching. I don't know. But I can't really say the tide was high, but the river was high, so I couldn't get down there, so I couldn't get them. But that was really nice. And like I said, there's a visitor centre there, so you can go in for 6p and get hot chocolates. Like I've said before, it's nice to walk around, especially in winter, autumn, winter, with a hot chocolate walking around. I do get scared of the ducks, or not the ducks, I get scared of the Canadian geese, because they're just, I mean, they're used to people, they just get out and they just follow you down the thing. I'm always running away like, oh, and I shouldn't really, because it gets Finn a bit scared of them, but I just think they're going to bite us or something. But apart from that, I do love it down there. Oh, and I saw 3 big ravens. They were massive, because I've got a thing about ravens at the minute, as I keep saying. And then on Saturday, was it Saturday? No, did I go there on Thursday or Friday? Saturday. Oh, I've been out twice. When did I go out? Oh no, Saturday. Sorry, yesterday. Is it? Yeah. It was such a beautiful day. So I sat out in the garden, and I was painting in my journals, and I don't know what I was doing. I was just painting and bits. But sorry, to go back on myself. On Friday, when I went down to the country park, I was collecting some bits in my little bag. And I did do the video, but I'll show you if I can undo you, because I have got you on charge. Let's see. Follow me. Just don't want to trip over. I've got everything down on the floor. Here's my, I've switched the light on. See if it makes, oh, this is my, I think I tried to show you this once before. It was a heart. It didn't come with the lights in, and they need readjusting. But I put fairy lights inside with the batteries here. So it's cute when it's a bit darker. But I managed to get some batteries in it that I didn't think were working. But I'll just see. I need some lights. There's not, these lights are going. But it was these bits I collected to do this, if you didn't see the video the other day. I still need a few more bits on, so when I go down the country park again, I'll probably take Finn and I'll let him collect some leaves and stuff. He just wasn't with me this weekend. And my hair's really curly today. And these were the pictures I got from the charity shop for 60p each. And this was a charity shop picture. And this was just out of my kitchen. And that's one of the quotes out of the, I can't remember what it's called, Mindful and Mindset magazine. So that's going to be the gallery wall I was talking about. It's going to have all different size pictures. It's just going to be random with my, like I said, with my artwork on. Finn's artwork. My table's a little bit tidy today, because I normally have all my crafting stuff on there, with my little bench down there. That needs resorting out again, because I am actually getting a unit for down here, which will become my altar, I think, and then I'll use the shelf for books and stuff. But I want this room to be, I put some stuff in my nail room, but now I thought, no, because I'm getting enough unit, I've got a space now to put things in the unit, art stuff, so that'll be good. And for when Finn goes to school, so it'll be his art stuff as well, you know, kids' homework and stuff to bring back. I know he's only young yet, but as he gets older. But I want, like, fairy lights in here and loads of flowers and plants and bright pictures and stuff and our artwork and everything. I want it to be an inspiring, creative place, not just for me, for Finn as well. There's nobody watching this. Oh, I'm just going to carry on as I'm filming as normal then. If you are, say hi, because should I go and come back on? Should I go? Can I refresh on here? What's this button? What's this? Yeah, Sarah's still here. It still says no one's watching, Sarah. It's really weird. I don't know. I'll just carry on. I'll talk to Sarah. So I want it to be like a creative place for me and Finn, to inspire Finn as well with creative ideas as he gets older. And I need to get some more flowers, because I like drying them on this flower rack thing that I made with some twigs from down the country park. So I've got them twinkly lights, and then I'm going to put some more up maybe. Oh, I've got these, sorry, but the batteries, I need to get the batteries. This fireplace here, you can't see them, but they've got little tiny, where did I get them from? Primark, little tiny butterflies, and they're LED lights, but I need to get my batteries, because that's the one thing I love about autumn going into winter, is because it starts getting darker. It just looks nicer with your candles on your lights, you know, don't get that effect when it's too light. I've just rigged this. Don't look at the mess where I'm sat, because I've just rigged this all up for me chatting now. But I had a little bench that was down here that I put some, I had some candles on. Now I've decided to cut it across my opening to my front room. Yeah, just ignore that there, because that's just me where I've had to stand myself to film. This bench that I got off Amazon ages ago, and I've decided to have it cut across there with my orchids on. Not my cauldron or anything. I'm just going to put it like full of more orchids and big plants, so it sort of hides that as if it's a screen a little bit when I'm sat in here. I was going to say if someone's sat in there, it's only me and Finn, and my oldest son's always upstairs, but you know, like a screen of flowers. And I just want more plants and flowers in the house, because I just think they brighten the place up. And with the thing I've been saying for ages about, yeah, it says one person's watching now. I just have to sort of prop you up here now and get you right. The thing I've been saying for ages about... Ooh! I need a proper stand. About getting out in nature, because it's good for you. I'm just plugging you in because needs charging as well. Just... Ooh. Is there anybody there? I know Sarah's there. I don't know if anybody else is there. I'm just trying to prop you up a minute. Wait. God, I need a stand, guys. Trying to see if I can, like that. Right, stay there. Yeah, getting out in nature, I've just said, is good for your soul. And I'm going to keep saying it, because like I said, if you're feeling low or anything, you need to get out in nature, whatever form that is. If it's sitting in your garden, if you haven't got a big garden, if you've only got a little space, start getting plants in, or thinking about it for next year, even if you've got enough space just to pot a few flowers. Because who was I watching the other day? Someone's inspired me to get gardening next year. My garden is quite a big garden, but it is boring. It's so boring. I like sitting out there, and I've only got a few plants, but it's boring. It's quite like, I have a border down this side, and my conservatory comes out, I have a border there of a few shrubs and a rose bush, and we did have some purple flowers growing over the fence from next door, which I like, but my mum's chopped them all down, like she killed the tree in the back garden, which I wasn't chuffed about, and the blackberry bush, but it's coming back. I'm not telling her, bringing the blackberry bush back, because the birds eat the berries, and the rest of it's like lawn and patio, and it's a good sized garden for Finn running around. But the only thing is, it's not pretty. It needs to be pretty. And I'm not a gardener. I'm really rubbish and remember to water things. That's why I'm quite good with orchids. They're quite easy. But outside, I want to get better next year. And the woman who's inspired me, and it's more of a not so neat garden, because there's a bit at the back where it needs stoning. And I've got some old Buddhas on there. It's going to be the Buddha garden. I just need pots with flowers on. So I just want to be able to enjoy the garden, but I want the birds to come in and enjoy the garden as well. Is, what's she called? on YouTube, go and find, I've got to say this right, the channel is called, what's she called? So you won't know, so now I can't even find it. She's called, what's she called? Oh yeah, there it is, sorry. She's called, I think it's West Island, she's in West Island. It's called, I thought it was called Beltane Cottage. It's called Beltane Cottage. Some of you might have heard of her. She's a lady who has a dog called Jack. He is a sheepdog. She has, she's spiritual. She's very, her cottage is like what I'd class as witchy, and she has goddess, it's the god, she calls it, I think she calls it goddess, is it permaculture? Planting like natural and letting things grow everywhere. So she has, I think it's 3 acres of land, which is a lot. I'd love to live there. That'd just be my dream, something like that. She has this cottage with 3 acres of land, but it's all like orchids and Buddha gardens and everything. But you just need to go and watch it because it is beautiful. But what I like about it is if you haven't got a garden to sit out in, or you live in a flat or something, or you just, I don't know, go and watch her channel because I've been watching her most of the weekend because her voice, you don't see her face. She might have been on some of them. You see the dog Jack, he's lovely. I think she got him from a dog's home. She just talks about the garden and people donate to her and stuff because it's keeping it up because it's massive, but it's so relaxing. She's got such a calming voice. She's such a lovely lady. And she's doing it all for the birds and the bees, not just for herself, it's to keep them, nature. And she's always going on about, Mother Earth and stuff. It's just beautiful and it's a really calming thing to watch if you're feeling a bit stressed because it just calms you down. And she walks through her gardens and she shows you the flowers in spring, summer, winter. She's done it all by herself. It's absolutely, I think it's beautiful. I think you'd really enjoy watching that. But that has inspired me to sort my garden out for next year. And what also, I got really giddy this weekend, which some people might find really sad, but I'm not one of them who's into drinking every weekend and going getting leathered. And it's, to me, that's what you want to go and do it. But at the end of the day, I like doing things that are more constructive. I'm not into all that anymore, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I like having a night out when I go out, but I don't have to be thinking, oh my God, I'm bored, what to do? I need to go out and get drunk. No. Can you hear them? I didn't know. Obviously, seeds come from your plants, don't they? Which, obviously, I would know, but I've not really thought about. And I was watching something today. It might have been Beltane Cottage, I don't know. But when your flowers start drying off, someone said that if they have the little pods in the pods, the seeds. I'm not a gardener, so I didn't really know this. So I was just having a nose the other day at some flowers that have dried off and the petals had fell off. These purple things, that's how good I am. I don't even know what they are. I should have named them when I did plant them. It was like a mix where you just shove them in the ground. And they fell off and I popped them open. I was like, oh my God, I've got seeds for next year. So that's just made me really happy because now I'm thinking, wow, when they all start dying off in the garden, I've only got a few anyway. I don't know if you can see it. See on my finger, hang on a minute. There's the seeds, the little round ones. So I don't know what they're called, and I'm going to collect some more, so I'm not sealing it yet. But I had these little brown bags anyway, and I've just put on the bottom purple flowers because they're purple, and I don't know what they're called. So hi to the other person. So I've put them in here, and I'm going to collect my rose bush seeds and whatever else I've got in the garden because I don't really know what they're called, but I was just dead happy because that's like, I don't have to go out and buy any. I mean, I'll get plants and things for next year. It's a bit too late now, but I'm going to have to start watching some gardening things because I don't really know what I'm doing. But that cottage has inspired me to want to plant the way she does, a bit more, a bit more of the naturally sort of like meadowy style sort of natural planting, and a lot more in pots as well because if you haven't got a lot of grass you can plant in pots, but I want to bring it inside as well because it's so relaxing. I swear you just need to go and watch her channel. Beltane, I think it's Beltane Cottage in West Island. It's beautiful. So that'll be a big job next year to try and get started anyway. My mum will have something to say like she does. Oh, it's alright. Hayley's just saying she's too shattered to stay and watch, but it's alright because it gets recorded so you can watch it anyway. And I don't think there's many on watching it either. It's like I said, I might have to move the time, or I might just have to not do live. But like I said, I'll just carry on because people can watch it after. So I was really chuffed about that, and I think, you know, like I keep saying, get out in nature. And the dog is lovely on it. He's so lovely. If you're into animals, she's got cats as well. And she's got a dog called Jack, and it's just really nice to watch. I think you can go on holiday there, but I think I'm sure the ones I've watched is a working holiday, so you have to help her in the garden, but you stay in a little lodge, as she calls it, like a little sort of cabiny thing on the side of her house. And her house inside is gorgeous. This is what I'd call witchy woo. She's got like a fireplace, and instead of having a mirror, she's got like, I think she's done it herself. It's like, you know when you smash mosaic work like that, but it's mirrors, and then on the floor it's all tiled, but it's mosaic. I've done mosaic before, because you know me, I think I've done most things mosaic floor, and it's just, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I'm not old, I'm only 40, but I just think, I was saying to the builder the other day, I could just bog off me to like somewhere in the country, or like where she lives, and happily frigging live on my Todd. Well, I don't really mean live on my own. I'd like a partner to share things with. But, and the builder said, yeah, I know what you mean. He said, oh, I said, no, well, you could probably get to places, obviously. And I don't mean slap bang in the middle of nowhere. But I said, the older I get, I'd just rather be away from people. I don't mean that as I'm a recluse, but, you know, when you just can't be bothered with dramas and stuff, and you just want to, I don't know if you know what I mean. But I suggest you go and watch her. What else did I put on? What else has made me happy? Oh yeah, doing my books. So I can ask you now, because, well, I can't ask you, I can only ask one person, but getting my little books together, my little foxy, glittery, autumn, what did I call them? Traveller's notebooks, pocket size little books, which I'm going to be making to sell, and I have been painting in them. These little leaves that were in the garden. I painted this one. There's my little foxy for autumn. I painted this. This is for the other day when I went for a walk. Because instead of writing it, I've done it in pictures. So we went for a walk. And like I said, it feels more autumny now. The crows were out. We had a hot chocolate in the visitor centre. Saw lots of flowers, and I collected some flowers and leaves for the wreath that I've just shown you. I was wearing my boots. I love my winter boots. I've not drawn them in yet. I've not gone over black with black pen, so you can't really see. This was a little robin when I put his eyes on and everything. So I've sort of done that in pictures. And then I did a little bit of writing, and then this was just writing about the seeds that I've got out, what you have to do, wait for them to go dry, because they look like this when they were dry, the pods, and then they were purple flowers, and I've collected them. So that's so far that I've got in my little book yet, but let me know what you think of these, guys, because there'll be two coming up. There'll be two coming up soon. If anyone does start wanting them, I might make a couple more. But there'll be definitely two in the glitter, and there might be one in a matte sort of rose gold. But because it's coming into autumn, it'll have a little fox on. So there's that. What made me happy this week as well was, you know, I said about my water paints. I got a really cheap set ages and ages ago off eBay, and they were about £2 something. So they was cheap as chips, but I could sort of tell they were not that I've ever really used watercolours, but I could tell because you had to put a lot of water on to get the paint off. I treated myself the other day. I was going to put it away for Christmas, but I couldn't help it. So maybe I'll just treat myself to some watercolour added paints or something. Maybe a bigger set for Christmas. But I've got this gorgeous little set. How cute is that with this on the back? But obviously, it's like I said, if I went walking or travelling or whatever, you could take it with you because it's so small. And then you've got your water pen with your water. And it opens up like this. And this side. So I'm assuming this has got dints in it. It's where you'd lay your brushes, I think. I don't know. I don't know. And then you've got your little dints here for mixing up your paint. So, like, but I could tell the difference because these were dearer. Not mega dear, but these were dearer. As soon as you put the water on, picks the paint up straight away. They're so gorgeous. But the only thing I didn't realise at first was they all come wrapped, so you have to take the paper off and they slot in these. So you can slot these out. So if you went somewhere and you didn't want to take all the colours, or you don't use certain colours, you don't have to use them. But I haven't got a white, so I will have to order a white, because obviously if I want to make something lighter, I haven't got a white. I'm assuming they do white watercolour paint, don't they? But I've got room for 2 more paints, and obviously if there was other colours I wanted, you can buy them and slot them in and take the ones out maybe you don't want to use that day if you're going somewhere painting. But I'd highly suggest that you try and take up some form of sort of art or something and just have a go. Don't be scared, just have a go, because like I keep saying, that is good for your soul as well, and it's a stress reliever, and it helps with anxiety and stuff like that, because it's taking you somewhere else in your painting, concentrating on something else instead of those negative thoughts that keep popping in, which we don't want. That's why I always keep myself busy, because I'm not allowing anything to come into my head. What else? Oh yeah, the little diary I got the other day, just a cheap one for like chucking in my bag for what Finn's doing at school and that, because he starts nursery on Friday. I've also been doing little doodles in there, because you can doodle anywhere with a fox again. The other thing I want to show you is, let me know what you think of this. I've made this today. It just popped in my head and I thought I'm going to make it while I was sat watching. Funnily enough, I was sat watching. I need to watch The Good Witch, because I was watching that series, but I've not been watching it. I need to catch up. I was watching, was it Witches of East End, but they've stopped the show now, which I thought was really good, because it's a bit like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and do you remember Charmed? A bit like that. So that was nice. And then I saw this weekend, I was like, oh, Salem, Salem Witches. I thought I'll watch that. I watched the first one and I thought, oh, I don't know if it's a scary one, because there's a bit at the beginning where there's a bit of a funny haggy witch in it, and she was a bit scary looking, and I thought, ooh, because I like sort of pretty fairy tale ones, me, but I do like, it reminds me a bit, especially the music at the beginning. If anyone watched True Blood and all that, because I do love vampire things, but I didn't watch that all the way through. I'm so rubbish at keeping up with things. But that sort of True Blood, where they're a bit creepy, but it's quite good. And then I thought, no, Janine, you can watch it. It's not horror, it's a series, because I was watching Game of Thrones with that on, and that's gory. So it's not gory, it has bits in it, but I can watch it. And now I've watched a few of them, I'm into it now. I thought, no, watch it. As I was watching that in bed, I made this. Don't know what you think, but it's a little goddess, sort of worry doll keyring. She's got a little plait in. She's got a little plait with a little flower on the end. Little buttons. She's got a little crown on with a star and a flower in her hair. But she's also, her head's got lavender in it, so it's quite calming. So if you were going anywhere, you were feeling quite anxious about something, I don't know, an interview or I don't know, somewhere, you can put it on your keyring like that. You can have a bit of a sniff of the lavender. It'll calm you down a bit. But I thought she was quite cute for a first attempt of that, if you can see. So yeah, me, just come up with these ideas and I just make them. So Sarah, because if Sarah's still watching, I'm just going to pull a card out for Sarah, because nobody is watching. So seeing as Sarah was watching, I don't know if she's still there, but she can see this. I'm just going to, it's not a reading, I'm just going to pull one of these Nature's Whispers cards out and just see what it says. So I'm just shuffling. I need to sit back a bit. Ooh. But yeah, it was just a lovely start to September. The 1st of September the other day was so hot. What has everyone else been doing? See, I wish people were on, because I'd have a conversation with you, but I can't. If Sarah's there, you could. What's everyone been up to? You can always comment below after. What did you do? Was anyone having barbecues? Were you out in the country somewhere? Did you go to the beach? What were you doing? I'm thinking of going to the beach in October to see my mum for a week. Not with Finn. He's going to stay at his dad's. I'm just going to have a break for a week. She lives in Wales, in Towyn, but at the back. So I'll be round that way. Go on the beach. Oh, you're still there, Sarah. I'm just shuffling. So that'd be nice to maybe paint the sea and stuff. Trying to get into painting. So There's just loads of lovely places in Wales, so that'd be nice. I'll have to take some pictures. Right, I'm shuffling. I'm going to take the first one off in a minute. Actually, Sarah, comment. I'm going to shuffle, say stop, and I'll stop. Trying to shuffle and watch at the same time. And then I'll take the card off the top. As soon as I see your comment. Are you still there? just shout, just comment stop, and I'll stop the cards. No, you're not comment. I'll take it off. Right, I'll take the next one off. Sarah, your card is, oh, me leg, gratitude and appreciation. Just said stop then. It's this card with a unicorn. Sorry, I just thought you weren't there again then. See? Gratitude and appreciation. So that's saying, Sarah, you need to do a bit more gratitude and appreciation. Get writing in a journal and see what happens, even if it's just at the end of the weekend. You've got to stop. I don't know if that was delayed, you know. Might be delayed. I don't know. But that's your card. Pretty card. I love these cards. So pretty. Gratitude and appreciation. See, it says stop now 3 times, but is that delayed? I think this is delayed. I think it's delayed. So you need to do a bit more gratitude, Sarah, and appreciation. Like I said, you just get a notebook and you just write in. It's just the things that you're happy for. Just don't concentrate on any of the bad things that are happening or anything that's gone wrong in the week. Look at what's gone right, because we tend to think about the things that have gone wrong. We don't actually look at the things that we appreciate or, you know, that have gone right. But is there anything else? Does Sarah, because I know Sarah's watching, want me to do a burning in the cauldron? I haven't done one for ages. For anything, health or whatever. Because I can put your name on and just write the thing down that you want, and I'll just put it in if you want. I'll see if a comment comes up. I'm going to put one in for me anyway. Like a wish or something. Oh, you're in the cows pasture, so it might be like, oh. You'll have to comment again because it's just gone off again. I can't see. When you comment, it comes back up. I just read it then and I was like, oh, hang on. I'm just going to see if I can light this. And then I'm going to do mine anyway. I'll set myself on fire. Got my little elephants that I got from the charity shop. They're on. Did you want me to write anything, Sarah? It doesn't matter if you don't. Mine's gone in now. I don't know if you just commented then because I had my back to you. Because I'm going to go in a minute. It might be delayed, so I might just have to leave it. I don't know. One of my favourite quotes this week was in this magazine. You know, this magazine I keep going on about, which I've been reading a bit today. I don't read it in one day. I just read snippets when I can. Actually, I didn't realise you get something at the beginning of the magazine on the inside page and one at the end. And I like the one at the end, but the one at the front says, Problems disappear if we talk to each other, which is very true. Because people can help sometimes with different ways around things. But the one I liked was, if we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. Which is very true. You know, when someone says, oh, I don't want to do that yet, maybe in a couple more years, blah, blah, blah. Don't think that, just go and do it. Because like it says, if you're going to wait, you're trying to put it off. You'll just be waiting forever because you're trying to make an excuse up not to do it. So I'm going to go now because Sarah was watching, probably still is, but she's in the car. Like she said, it's probably a funny connection. But I did pull the card out for you. They said stop about 3 times. Ooh, it's smoking now. Can you see it? Out to the universe. But yeah, I'll come back next week. Maybe I'll do a live, maybe I won't. Mind you, I've got a thing next weekend, so no, it probably won't be. And sorry for people who couldn't get an unwatched, but it gets recorded anyway. And I hope you all have a brilliant start to the week tomorrow. Remember, start off positive in the week. Don't get down because it's Monday tomorrow. Just think it's a new Monday. Start fresh. Forget any bad things that have happened this week. Start fresh tomorrow. It's a new week, a fresh week. So just don't worry about it. I need to go and get my tea anyway, so I've got to go. Thanks, Sarah, for watching. Let me know what you think about my little books and my little goddess keyring thing. Should I make any? I don't know. And I'll see you soon. Don't forget, get out in nature. Get out. Just get out in the fresh air. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, cold, whatever. Wrap up and just get out there. Take yourself for a 10-minute walk or whatever, near around some trees. If you haven't got a country park, just try and go where it's a little bit nicer. So I'll see you soon. Bye.